And here is the Writer's Almanac for Saturday, October the 26th, 2019. Birthday of the playwright John Arden, born in Barnsley, England, 1930, best known for his play Sergeant Musgrave's Dance, about four deserters from the British Army who try to persuade local people in their town that war is pointless. John Arden, who said, "Theater must celebrate noise, disorder, drunkenness, lasciviousness, nudity, generosity, corruption, fertility, and ease." It's the birthday of Beryl Markham, born 1902, Leicester, England. Her family moved to East Africa when she was a child. It was there in Africa she took her first plane ride and began a career as a bush pilot. In September 1936, Beryl Markham flew out of London in a single-engine Vega Gull heading across the Atlantic. She was seen passing Ireland. She was seen by a ship at sea. They saw her over the tip of Newfoundland, and then she disappeared. She had crash-landed in a peat bog on the edge of Nova Scotia. She climbed out, she called a couple of fishermen, and said, "I'm Mrs. Markham, I've just flown from England." She became famous, and she wrote a memoir called West with the Night. It was on this day, 1900, Henry James wrote his first letter to the young novelist Edith Wharton, beginning a long friendship. Wharton was an admirer of James's work, and she sent him one of her short stories, and he wrote back to say that he liked it, but that she shouldn't write about Europe if she didn't live there, that she should write about New York. So she did. She wrote her book, The House of Mirth, after that, which became her first big success. And they remained friends for the rest of Henry James's life, even though Edith Wharton's novels sold more and more, and his novels sold less and less. And it was on this day, 1825, the Erie Canal opened, 363 miles long, connecting Buffalo on Lake Erie to Albany on the Hudson River, which enabled canal boats to go from the Great Lakes all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. It took 8 years to build it, a lot of the work done by Irish immigrants who were paid 80 cents a day, plus a ration of whiskey. They used oxen, but much of the work was done by hand. The canal went through swamps and forests and cliffs, had a series of aqueducts to cross rivers. The Erie Canal had been scorned as a foolish enterprise, but it opened up western New York and much of the Midwest to settlement and trade, and the cost of shipping a ton of cargo from Buffalo to New York City went from $90 down to $4. Here's a poem for today, a sonnet by William Shakespeare, his sonnet number 73. That time of year thou mayest in me behold, when yellow leaves or none or few do hang upon those boughs which shake against the cold, bare, ruined choirs where late the sweet birds sang. In me thou seest the twilight of such day as after sunset fadeth in the west, which by and by black night doth take away, death's second self that seals up all in rest. In me thou seest the glowing of such fire that on the ashes of his youth doth lie, as the deathbed whereon it must expire, consumed with that which it was nourished by. This thou perceivest, which makes thy love more strong, to love that well, which thou must leave ere long. Shakespeare's Sonnet 73, that time of year thou mayest in me behold. That's the Writer's Almanac for the 26th of October, 2019. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.